All right, so the big news last week when it came to the cryptocurrency world is that ETFs for Bitcoin are on. Now, an ETF is an exchange-traded fund, which basically means that big institutions can finally invest in a liquid manner in Bitcoin and potentially other cryptocurrencies. And it really gives the green light to bring in tons of institutional money. And this is something I was talking about at the conference here last week in London, the Token 2049 conference, when I was on stage. And a lot of institutions have been asking for exposure to Bitcoin because they see these ridiculous returns. And trust me, when I worked on Wall Street and when I worked in the city of London, you know, if a fund or any other institution saw great yields and great returns, they all wanted a piece of it, because if they don't get a piece of it, their rival will, and they'll be out of business. Again, so it doesn't take complicated math to understand why, but the SEC had been posturing and giving impressions that it was going to be getting challenges if it was going to be made. But that now has all been allayed, and we're expecting a few ETFs to launch this week, which should really see a massive pump of liquidity into Bitcoin and potentially into other liquid cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and maybe more. And this is super exciting. Strangely enough, we saw Bitcoin blast through 61, 62, 63,000 and almost break through its previous highs of 65,000. But again, this is nothing new. If you've been in the space like we have, if you've been inside our DeFi Academy, then you would have already bought Bitcoin back in the 30,000s, and you would know that all of my guests are saying that this is going to 100,000 before year end or first quarter next year. And a lot of my people inside my show are calling for $500,000 Bitcoin, $700,000 Bitcoin, and some people even seven-figure Bitcoin. Now, this isn't necessarily happening for 5 to 6 to 7 years, but they believe that it's going one way because it is digital gold. It's digital property, and there's only 21 million coins that will ever be minted. A couple million of those will be lost forever, and it's a deflationary instrument, unlike the British pound, which the British government printed more money than any other government last year, or the US dollar. And these are important things to understand. That's why you need a part of your portfolio in crypto, which is why I've spent the last 6 months inside my DeFi Academy, teaching people these new protocols, getting people to invest assets in these new crypto assets. And again, we've been doing really, really well. And I encourage you that if you're not in this space now, get involved now, because this is only going to be bigger. It's not too late now, but it will be too late next year. And there's more and more announcements coming. There's going to be more and more liquidity pumped in here. And you just shouldn't miss this boat. It's also an incredible way to understand your finances and position yourself in the future, not to mention help banks, billions of people around the world that just don't have the basic human right of access to financial services. So big news with the ETF. Let's watch the Bitcoin price. Could easily see new highs in the coming weeks. Could easily see $100,000 Bitcoin before the end of the year. And then where does it go? It only is going to go up, but there will be volatility. So strap in, understand how to trade it, which is what I teach inside my DeFi Academy. If you want to join us, there's a link below. It's an incredible course. It's 4 weeks. It's off the charts. It's the best thing we've ever done. And you can apply and be part of it. And we'll walk you through all the basics and get you in early, so you're not going to be one of these latecomers. You won't have to tell your grandkids, what did you do back in 2021, 2022, and everybody was getting in on crypto? What were you doing? And we'll talk to you later. All right, bye.